Hi, LRock3006 here. This video is for new shooters and new hunters that want to sight in their scope on their rifle. So this video I'm going to show you in detail on paper how to make your calculations and how to do your clicks on your scope to zero in your scope. So if you're a new shooter and you need to know how to put your scope at zero, this video is for you. I'm going to show you on paper, like in the classroom, and then we're going to go out in the range and show you how to sight in your scope on the range. So that's you, then this video is for you. Stay tuned. All right, so let's say this is your target that you're shooting on, okay? And the middle here is your bullseye, okay? And this black dot over here is your shot. That's where your bullet went in, okay? Now, the way you calculate this, okay, each square represents 1 square inch, okay? So from this black line here, which is the crosshair, you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches up, right? Okay, so if you're 5 inches up, and how it's on the scope, it's like 1 click per quarter inch. So there's 4 quarter inches in an inch. So you would take 5 times 4, because it's 4 clicks per inch, and that would equal 20. So you would actually click 20 times down, okay? That's how it works. So if you're 5 inches high, you times 5 times 4, which is 20. 20 clicks down on your scope, okay? When you go on your dial. Okay, so now the windage is 1, 2, 3, and that's a half, okay? So 3.5 inches to the left. So you take your 3, times it by 4, okay? So 3 times 4 is 12. And then remember, it's every quarter inch is 1 click, right? So if it's a half inch, that's 2 quarter inches and a half. That'll be plus 2. So you would go 4, right? Times 3 is 12, plus 2 equals 14. So you would go 14 clicks to the right towards this line. So just remember, when you're on the range and you got your crosshair, you want to go with your clicks towards the lines, okay? So if you get like a target with this sort of, with the squares and the line in the middle, that'll help you with this metaphor that I'm using, okay? So you would go 14 clicks right and 20 clicks down, and that should bring you right over here to the bullseye, okay? That's in the middle. All right, so let's go on the range, and I'm going to show you in a practical form how to sight in your scope. LRock3006 here. Yeah, I'm down here at the range. I'm going to sight in my scope. I'm going to show you actually hands-on how to sight in your scope, how many clicks you have to do, and everything else. So here we go. We're going to shoot my rifle and sight in the scope, and I'm going to show you how to calculate how many clicks and what direction to do your clicks. All right, so here we go. Cycle. All right, so now we're going to go downrange, see the 2 shots where they ended up, and then we'll see how to sight in the scope and how many clicks we need to calculate here. So here we go. All right, so as you can see here, I was actually trying to sight this in the other day. It's almost exactly sighted in, but based on what you see here, it's about, say about between those 2 shots, let's say it's about an inch off. So you would click down 4 clicks, because it's 1 click per quarter inch, and so that would make it 4 clicks per inch. So we go 4 times 1 inch, it'd be 4 clicks down, and they're both on the left side of that line. So I would say the balance of that is about a quarter inch, maybe 1 click right. So I'm going to show you how to do that on my rifle for practical use. Okay, so we're going to go 1 click right, and we'll do that's like an inch, and then the other one's about a quarter inch away. So let's meet it halfway. Let's say between the two, we'll say 2 clicks down, because it would be about a ½ inch away from the bullseye, and 1 click right. Okay, let's try that and see how it zeroes in. Okay, so now you go back to your scope, you unscrew the caps. Okay, depending on what kind of scope you have, some of them you need a flat screwdriver, some of them are dials like this one. The more higher end ones it's a dial, you don't need a screwdriver. But if you have like a budget scope, you're probably going to need a flathead screwdriver to dial it in. Okay, so see on top here, it shows here, and it says here right now, it's like 1 click per quarter inch, right? At 100 yards. I'm at 100 yards right now. And you see on here, it says up and down, like U for up and D for down. So it was a tad high, right? Remember? So because it was a tad high, you want to bring it down. So we're going to click this way on the dial. And if you remember correctly, it's about a ½ inch. So we're going to go 2 clicks down. Okay, so 1, 2. Well, I think that was 3. So 2, okay. And on here, you see it's the same thing, right? And you got right and left. And it was just slightly to the left. So we want to bring it right. So just 1 click, because it was only a quarter inch off. Okay. So 1 click. All right, right. And that should put it dead on. I'm not sure about the up and down, because I kind of went too many clicks, but we'll see how that works out. Okay. All right, cycle, firearm safe. It's always best to leave your action open. There's no way it can fire when the action's open. I take out the magazine and put it in my pocket. All right, let's go down range and see what we got. Okay, so here we go. We're pretty much zeroed in. I got 1 bullseye. Actually 2, because that broke paper on the bullseye. So 2 bullseyes, both on each side of it. So that tells me the windage is fine now. You know, it might have been a slight shooter error, small one, but still, that's 1 MOA right on the bullseye. You can't get much better than that, except if I hit the same hole. It's the only thing that's better than that, pretty much. So I'm pretty happy with that. So that's how you zero in a scope. You do your clicks. So if you're high, you want to bring it down, and if you're low, you want to bring it up, and if you're left, you want to bring it right with your clicks. And if you're right, you want to bring your clicks left. And it's always 4 clicks per inch. So if you're, say, for example, say 4 inches to the right, you want to click 4 times 4 is 16. So it'd be 16 clicks left. Okay. So it's just to break it down in a simple manner. And that's my video. I'll rock 30-06 over and out.